I had a younger brother. He had complex intellectual impairment. I started a little school for children with autism initially in 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, and we have grown now to become an integrated primary school. I became involved with 2 families. It became very clear that we needed a specialized education facility.
My task and the task of Namibia Facilities Management is to take this project in its entirety from where we are here today to a new site, a new school, and space for 120 children. Phase 1 of this project consists of the construction of 4 classroom blocks plus a quiet room for the kids. We need sponsors to come on board to show their corporate social responsibility at this very, very grassroots level.
Education for me, it's not about what we teach our kids. I constantly have to ask myself, what is the child learning, not what am I teaching? So where a child with neurodiversities learn different to a child who are neurotypical, we have to keep on adapting, and it means we have to individualize the teaching for every child. Autism is one of the neurodiversities, and I've learned to use some different strategies that we adapt and we implement for the children.
The best thing that Stepping Stone did for him was they give him such a good education. They teach him basic life skills. Ever since he came here, he just started learning and picking up new skills, picking up hobbies. It feels absolutely incredible. From the first day, Ms. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 just told us about this place. And we heard that there's a school out there for him, where he can make friends, where he will be accepted, where he will be taught. It just settles in your heart that he's gonna be okay, and he's growing into an amazing young man and will be a good citizen for the country one day. It's something that Stepping Stone taught me that I will take for years to come, because Ms. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏 could have said, it's okay, it's fine, we can let him be. But she fought for Lesheni to come to school. She fought for him to get a good education. So it taught me that fight for the right purpose.
Our vision is to create a space where we can teach children to learn effectively, whether it is because they have a learning difficulty or whether it is that they just cannot cope with the system of a mainstream school. What we do at Stepping Stone is to create a place of effective education. It's not only a place where the child is safe, but also where the child is learning, where they are developing to the best of their abilities.
It is a conventional brick and mortar construction. They don't need to be glass and gold-plated buildings. That's not what the children want. It's what happens inside the classroom that makes all the difference to them. So we need to complete phase 1, 10 million Namibia dollars, and that's part of our fundraising effort. You can sponsor an entire classroom block. That sponsorship would amount to around about 1.6 million Namibia dollars. You could sponsor a classroom itself, and that would be around about 500,000 Namibia dollars. And we then have the boundary wall, which you could sponsor in its entirety for around about 395,000 Namibia dollars. If we could get the first phase built for 10 million Namibia dollars, it will then allow us to go over onto the rest of the project. Phase 2, where we look at all kinds of also accommodation, we look at vocational training centers. We need to train them to be employable. Where we can, with the school, we will look at green technologies, and we're hoping that we can have made quite an impact on our construction by the end of the year.
With the new facilities, we will have an adapted space, a space that is purposely built for our children, to see our children develop and to see our children move on and to see our children be part of a community. Every child has the right to education. So why do children with autism and with learning difficulties have to sit at home? Because they can't access school. We feel that we really need to create a place for them as well.